Hello everybody, my name is Zach, aka the Weather Gamer, bringing you week 5 of APM. Your Chicago Charizards taking on Lucas Rathwing and the Rathwings. Again, I don't believe there is a logo, so you will not see the logo. But okay, so funny story. When, first off, Savage brought to me that, hey, Jed was looking for a replacement for 2 of his leagues, because I just dropped out of APA, and said, hey, if someone knows of a league, let me know. I'll potentially sub in and join. So, in Jed and I communicating, first off, Jed speaks primarily Spanish, so there's sometimes a miscommunication between him and I. I do speak a little bit of Spanish, but it's been like 6 years since my last Spanish class, so I'm rusty. So there was a miscommunication. He kept telling me that the team I was taking over was Latios. I didn't see Latios on the team that I eventually took over. I saw the Mega Latios, and I thought that was what he was saying. So I thought I was getting Coco Mega Lati, which would have been really, really cool. Turns out it wasn't. So instead, I get to play the team that I thought I was going to get. Again, we're rocking out with the Latios, the Megalopunny, the Mamoswine, the Suicune, the Arcanine, the Registeel, the Honchkrow, the Ribombe, the Zebstrika, and the Cofagrigus. Lucas has a very scary team. He's got Coco Mega Lati. That's really scary. Then he's got such bulky mons such as Sylveon, Chestnut, Mandibuzz, P2. Also, Seismitoad is super. That's a very, very defensive core right there. That's gonna be very, very hard to break. He also has Escavalier, Cryogonal for Spadefwall, and then Savali Fire. So each of the Savali forms are broken into separate mons for this league, so it's not Savali all, it's one Savali form, and he chose Savali Fire. Let's go ahead and jump into the team here. Once again, I'm bringing Mamoswine, but this time I'm bringing Banded Mamoswine, Ice Shard, Icicle Crash, Earthquake, and Knockoff, so same 4 moves, different item. Speed stat wise, we are faster than Seismitoad, so I'm going to get intel to know if that's a Scarf Seismitoad. We are not faster than Max Speed Mandibuzz. We are faster than Chestnut. But Banded Mamo just kind of goes in. The attack stat was all we needed in order to OHKO or 2KO under the ban. So the rest went into bulk. Ice Shard just hurts his entire team. Seismitoad is literally the only thing that comes in. Seismitoad and Escavalier are literally the only 2 things that come in free. And they're not really free because Seismitoad loses its item to Knockoff, as does Escavalier. Earthquake rocks Coco, Earthquake rocks Savali Fire, Icicle Crash hits Lottie, Chestnut. It's a 2-shot even on super defensive Mandibuzz that I like to run. It hurts Porygon for a 2-shot. Cryogonal can't take a knockoff, 2 knockoffs. Mamo just goes. Chestnut can't take 2 Icicle Crashes. Mamo just goes this game. So, once again, we're bringing Mamoswine. Arcanine also has a decent matchup. I literally just swapped out Crunch for Hidden Power Grass. Expert Belt for Life Orb. Speed stat wise, again, we're speed creeping the same as Mamo. With Flare Blitz, Hidden Power Grass, Toxic, Morning Sun, 244 attack stat is where Flare Blitz needs to be, and then the rest goes into HP. Hidden Power Grass is for Seismitoad switching in. Toxic is for every other defensive wall he has that potentially switches in. Also, Toxicing Mega Lati would be great. Morning Sun, again, for recovery, because I'm relying on both Life Orb and Flare Blitz. I'm going to take a lot of recoil damage, so I'm going to need to pop off a Morning Sun or 2, if possible. Sylveon comes in pretty free. Mega Lati comes in pretty free. But that's about it. That comes in free, and I am Intimidate to drop that Lottie's attack if it's D-Dance Lottie, as well as any of his other physical, Escavalier getting -1 would be great as well. Cofagrigus here with Lumberry. This is the standard Trick Room set. Trick Room, Nasty Plot, Hidden Power Fighting, Shadow Ball. I wish Mandibuzz wasn't so bulky in this matchup, because I have to play it. Otherwise, I'm perfectly fine with it. Max Special Attack, bulky HP, Lumberry, so I can get off multiple Nasty Plots before being Toxic. I have to get to +6 in order to two-shot the... what am I trying to two-shot? Mandibuzz, unfortunately. I have to get to +6 to do that, if he's, like, any sort of SPDF investment. Mandibuzz and P2 come in pretty free. Because Shadow Ball also doesn't hit Mandibuzz very hard, and I have to get to, like, +4 for Porygon to get two-shot by Nasty or Hidden Power Fire. Hidden Power Fighting. But otherwise, this thing under Trick Room, once I get a couple Nasty Plots off, can do a lot of damage. Coco doesn't want to take Shadow Balls from +2. Mega Lottie can't take a +2 Shadow Ball. Sylveon doesn't want to take a bunch of hits. Chestnut doesn't really want to take a bunch of hits. Escavalier comes in pretty free. Seismitoad doesn't want to take several hits. Cryogonal comes in pretty free, unfortunately. Again, I have to get to like +6 for Cryogonal to feel the heat. And Savali Fire doesn't want to take Shadow Balls. I am Lumberry because Mandy can wall, because P2 can potentially wall, because Sylveon can wall a little bit. I expect all three of them, or one of the three that comes, Cryogonal as well. Somebody's carrying Toxic in order to hurt Cofagrigus. So getting that Lumberry, like, the goal is to Nasty Plot, come in, Nasty Plot again. Do I have to Trick Room first? Because Mandibuzz taunting me is a big issue. I might have to Nasty Plot. I might have to Trick Room turn 1, Nasty Plot. Then if Mandibuzz taunts me, I have to Hidden Power fighting it a couple times while I wait for Taunt to wear off. And then he'll probably Toxic me, so the Lumberry will cancel that Toxic. So that's 2 turns of Taunt down. I get released on the 3rd turn, so he would have to Toxic, and then I'd still be under Trick Room. I could Nasty Plot, get to +4, and then I'd be fighting Toxic. But it's better to get 1 extra turn off of Toxic with the Lumberry than to just get multiple turns of Toxic and not potentially get to +6 where I need to be. We are Expert Belt Ribombee with Quiver Dance, HP Fire, Moonblast, and Sticky Web. Speed stat wise, we outpace the Lottie. Quiver Dancing at +1, Moonblast will rip through the Lottie. Coco doesn't necessarily want to take it. Sylveon doesn't want to take multiple Moonblasts to the face. Chestnut does not want to take multiple Moonblasts. Mandibuzz doesn't want to take multiple Moonblasts. P2 can kind of take it. I need to get P2's EVO Light removed as soon as possible. At +1, Hidden Power Fire will wreck the Escavalier trying to switch in on me. And then Sticky Webs. Yes, Sticky Webs in Trick Room is weird. But Sticky Webs is also nice to slow the Coco down. And get it in range of Mamo potentially getting to it. It's also just nice to slow things down. Yes, I know he's got Cryogonal, I know he's got Savali, and I know he's got Mandibuzz for removal. But I still want to force him to do the removal. Shield Dust so I don't get secondary affected. So no burns off of Flame, no flinch off of Iron Head, although I don't live an Iron Head from Escavalier, but even at max HP. Suicune, Calm Mind sub, Suicune with Leftovers, Ice Beam Skulls as the 2 attacks. We are max special attack. Speed stat wise, I am faster than max speed Mandibuzz. No, I'm not. I'm faster than Chestnut. Max speed Chestnut. Bulky HP. Max special attack at +1. Basically, what stops this thing from going to town is Escavalier. So, and Seismitoad. As soon as I remove Escavalier and Seismitoad, I can pretty much go to town with Suicune. I wanted to run Calm Mind, Hidden Power Grass, but it just doesn't do enough. So if I can just Calm Mind up a bunch, sub, Calm Mind, the leftovers healing, and then once I get up there high enough, I can just start running through things. I also have to get rid of Coco. That's the other thing, is Coco's got to go before Suicune has a chance to potentially get rolling and go. The subs also keep me from getting toxic. Finally, we have the tankiest Registeel I have ever built. Iron Plate Iron Head is just to potentially like two-shot the Sylveon. Otherwise, it's going to be a PP stalling game. I can't be poisoned, which is nice. Seismitoad is an issue, as is Silvally Fire. But once those two go down, the biggest issue would be D-Dancing Megalodi. Because otherwise, everything else can't touch me because I'm max HP, max defense. My def stat is stupid high. And I just toxic everything. Escavalier is the only thing that doesn't get toxic on his team. And Sylveon can heal Bell, which is another issue. But if I Iron Head flinch the Sylveon twice, Sylveon dies to Registeel. And then I just toxic, and then I rest when I get low, and then I sleep talk, and it literally goes into a PP stall. I'm going to potentially sit here and just PP stall things down with Registeel as I toxic stall him down. I'm going to be scummy, but he does not have... If Seismitoad goes down, because that thing can 3-shot me with Earthquake, and Lottie goes down, and Silvally doesn't come, he doesn't have a way to touch this. And so I just sit here and 16, 16, 16, and 24. So 32, 48. 72 moves, I just sit here and I stall. And I'll do it if I have to. Toxic will rack up and start killing things. It'll get to the point where Sylveon can't wish stall as long as it doesn't have heal bell. Like, Sylveon and this are going to stall each other out pretty much. But otherwise, it's going to be fun. So, thank you guys for watching. Please check out the links in the description down below. Twitch, Twitter, Discord. My hand's not in the screen. It's over here. There we go. But yeah, check that out. With all that being said, I'm going to get out of here. See you guys tomorrow for the match. Hopefully we can pick up a win. I haven't played week 4 yet, so I don't know if I'm 1-3 or if I'm 0-4 and basically screwed. So we'll see. But I will see you guys tomorrow.